Hello everyone. Today I will be teaching you how to play a fiddle tune called Irish Washerwoman on the violin. This piece is in the F-sharp major, which is played mostly on the D string, the A string, and the E string, with two notes being on the G string. Also, we will be playing the A string and the D string most of the times in our first two lines, while we play the E string and the A string mostly in our second two lines, including few notes from the D string and the G string in the last two lines as well. So now let's get into how to play this piece. First, we're going to start off by playing notes on the D string. So the first note that we can see is an F sharp. The F sharp is played on the D string on the second regular finger. So you place 1 and 2. Then we play 2 open D strings. So this is almost like quarter notes, but all of them are paired in triplets. So it could sound a little bit off when you start playing, but if you keep the rhythm as a quarter note and play it, it will be much easier. So starting from second finger on the D string, we go to open D string and play it twice, as you can see in the first three notes. Next, we go on the G string and play the first finger on the E string, which is kind of tricky as you had to go back to your D string. But in this case, you have open D strings, so it's not a problem. Be ready for the second finger on the D string again, though you have time while playing your D string. Play an open D string after you play your second finger D. After that, you repeat that same note again as 2, 0, 2. So your fingering is like a pattern on the D string. Then go on the E string. Open E string right after your second finger D string. Open E, then third finger on the E string, and go back to your second finger on the D string. Now again, go back to your E string and play the third finger on the E string, but now you play the E on your E string, which is your first finger on the E string, twice. Then you go back to your G string. Be careful, you were playing first note on the E string, and now going back to the G string will be a little bit difficult, but getting your shifts comfortable with going from D string to the G string when we're playing the D to the G string will actually lead you to be comfortable. Now we're going to play the second phrase, which is underlined again for you. So the first 6 notes are different. So now you're just going to play third finger on the D string, so which is a G note, first finger on the D string, so which is a E note, and back to G again, which is a third note, so basically G, so it turns into a pattern, 3, 1, 3, G, E, G on the D string. And your next 3 notes will be 1, 0, 3 as your fingerings, and B, E, G. So our boo will be first finger on the U string, 0 U, so basically your open U string, and then third finger on the do string, which will be your regular G note. As we get down to our other 6 notes, it's basically the repetition of the first 6 notes in the beginning. So F sharp, so second finger on the do string, so 2 fingers, and 2 open do string notes played, while after that is going to be followed by first finger on the G string, so your low U note, and followed by 2 open do string notes, which will also be sounding like this. So now we will be playing few more bars, so 3 more bars to complete our second line for this fiddle tune. So first 3 notes are basically all on the do string. So second finger on the do string is F sharp, then open do string, which is do, then again second finger F sharp. For the next 3 notes beside it, it's on the U string and the do string. So open U string is played first. Then on the do string, we play third finger. So basically all 3 fingers on your lines playing the G. Then, as I said before, for the first 2 notes, the second finger F sharp. After that, we play G on the do string, playing it by third finger. Then back to second finger F sharp on the do string, and back again to third finger G string, playing all on the do string. And now we play the E on the G string, so the lowest string on your violin, first finger. Then we go all the way to our open E string, playing the E note, so basically no fingers. And then back to the do string, playing G, so third finger on the do string. And the last 3 notes ending with do, which is open do, is fairly simple as it is all on the do string. So you play second finger on the F sharp, followed by open do string for 2 of the notes in the triplets, and followed by an accented quarter note for the do, playing it at least as a half note, or less than a half note, which gives a little bit more time. So this is how you play the first 2 lines. So let's hear this phrase as well, so you will better understand. Now we will be playing the third line. So first 12 notes are basically first finger on the U string, third finger on the U string. So we play this 2 times in our triplet, the first triplet that we have. In our second triplet, we play open U string and third finger on our U string, third finger on our E string, which makes do. So it is F sharp, do, 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 do. So fingerings are 1 through 0 through 3. 1 is basically for our E, and 3 on our U string, followed by an open U string, and then third finger on the U string. The next 6 notes are fairly similar, but the second note is not going to be the same for the third note, but instead the first note, which is F sharp, played on the E string by a first finger. And then first finger F sharp, open E string, followed by a third finger on the E string. So basically, we are playing E, so first finger E string, which is an F sharp, third finger on the E string, which is a D sharp, and back to first finger on the E string, which is an F sharp, and again F sharp played on the first finger. So while playing these 12 last open E string, third line, E, and just a reminder that the C sharp is played second finger on the E string, which doesn't change as it is showing C natural on this music piece. So what this composer did was he put a natural sign or a sharp sign saying that the note will be in sharp, though the placement of your fingers will still be in your regular positions. So first we will play open E string, as I said earlier, or now, sorry. So it's going to be open E string, second finger on the E string, which will be a C sharp, followed by another C sharp, which is played in the same position as your first C sharp. Then open E, which will be your E note, as usual, and C sharp again, placement with your fingers on the E string, second place. So 2 times of that as well, followed by an open E string on your third triplet in these 4 triplets. So open E string, second finger on the E string, which is a C sharp, then followed by another open E string, which plays the E. On your last triplet, you will still play an E, followed by a third finger on an E string. So on the E string, you play third finger to make the D note, followed by the C sharp, which is played second. On the last line, our first 12 notes will be a little tricky to master as there's a lot of changing to different strings to play the notes, which I will be explaining with our first 12 notes right now. So our first triplet, we will be playing first finger on the E string. Then we will be playing third finger on the E string, playing the D twice. So it's going to be first finger on the E, third finger on the E, third finger on the E. Basically playing B, D, D. Our second pair of triplets, or our second triplet, will be the same thing by playing open E string and third finger on the E, third finger on the E, basically playing E, D, D. It's basically similar to the first one, but we will be playing a different note. Same with the third triplet, we're playing third finger on the D string this time. Going back to our E string, playing third finger on the E string. So there is a lot of changing to our fingerings in a very quick manner. Due to practice, you will get this in no time. And last triplet in this 12 notes that we're learning now, we're going to play second finger on the D string, followed by the same 2 notes that we played for our 3 triplets so far. Third finger on the E string, which will be E. Third finger on the E string, which will be D. So it's going to be B, D, D, E, D, D, G, D, D, F sharp, G, D, D. So basically, first finger on the E, third finger on the E, third finger on the E. Open string, E, third finger on the E, third finger on the third finger on the D, third finger on the third finger on the second finger on the D, third finger on the To finish off our whole piece, we have 9 more notes, followed by an accent quarter note, which will be taking the role as a triplet. So, our first triplet will be having the note G, F sharp, G. So basically, everything on the D string for those notes. So, G as in third finger D string, and F sharp, second finger on the D string. So it's basically 3, 2, 3, G, F sharp, G on the D string. Our next set of triplets will be first finger on the D string, so that is an E. Open E, where we go back to the open string, will be played as E. And then back to the D string, we play third finger, which is G. Followed by the 3 notes with our accent quarter note we seen in our first 2 lines. So, again, second finger on the D string, followed by 2 open D strings with an open D string with an accent quarter note, which will take up as the position of 3 D notes, which are played on the open string. Now, as we've gone through all the notes, which string it goes to, and how to play the note, let's do it together. So join with me. Let's listen to this part so we can familiarize with the ending of our fiddle tune.